typical Saturday morning on March 24th, 1984, when the most unlikely of people met. That day would mark the beginning of changed perspectives, greater acceptance, and a sense of unity among a diverse group of juvenile delinquents, or rather typical high school students. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the most famous Saturday detention ever to exist. The Breakfast Club portrays the fashion and linguistics of the 80s, but student dynamics that remain untouched by time. This classic movie begins and ends with a letter that the self-proclaimed Breakfast Club writes to Mr. Vernon in response to his unrealistic assignment of writing an essay encapsulating who they think they are in a mere 1,000 words. The ending letter reads, "Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. You see us as you want to see us, in the simplest terms and the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain and an athlete and a basket case, a princess and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club." So what does this statement from 5 students in Saturday detention have to do with the class of 2015? A lot, actually. Steward is a place where we have been given the opportunity to develop into people of diverse and malleable interests and talents. If this were a large public school, we probably each would have found a niche within one of the categories. Brain, athlete, basket case, princess, or perhaps, hopefully not, a criminal. There's nothing wrong with having a label and being surrounded by people of similar tastes, but there's something to be said for being constantly challenged by people of different social circles. Each member of the class of 2015 is not just one category, but instead each member is a unique combination. As we part ways after graduation on Monday, the test of who we are and who we will become begins. These combinations will change as our perspectives of the world change, so it is imperative now more than ever to think independently, to stand true to your beliefs, and to develop into the charismatic person you've always wanted to be. With that said, here is a revised letter, not from the Breakfast Club, but from what I would imagine the class of 2015 would write to Steward to encapsulate just the outermost edges of this class. Dear Steward, we are grateful for the time, whether it be 13 years or less than 2, you have given each one of us to develop into individuals, thinkers, friends, and citizens. You see us as you want to see us, but not in the simplest terms, and most definitely not in the most convenient definitions. You see us as people with the greatest potential, as people who can lead and give back to the community. What we found out in our time here is that each one of us has a dream of who we want to become. Some of us know what that dream is presently, others have yet to find out. What we do know is that in the coming time, we will become politicians and world travelers, professional athletes and Broadway stars. The possibilities for our class are endless, but in short, we will become the future. We all hope to make an impact in our community, country, and even world someday. Thank you for being the launching pad for our remarkable journey to come. The memories and lessons we have gathered from you, we will cherish greatly. Sincerely yours, the class of 2015.